Hi folks, Doug here, Ellis Car Customs. Welcome back, my returning friends. Welcome aboard to any of my new friends. We're scaring the hell out of that 2,000 subscriber thing. We're only about 60 away. If you're wanting to give me a chance to earn your business, give it a click. Anyways, we're going to continue on with what we were doing. Like I said, I really want to get the body straightened out so that I can put some paint in there, or paint on there, and be able to move the body back and have a lot more room in front of the car for doing the engine, suspension, all that stuff. Plus, who doesn't want to see the car painted, right? So, also, I had a couple people in the comments make a suggestion, and I can show you this just to prove to you that I do listen to the suggestions. I'll grab this. Our clean and happy Powerglide is no longer black. A couple people said, wouldn't it be neat, you know, if it was kind of eye candy, you know, a different color, so that you know, when you look at everything, it wouldn't be all black and all that stuff. I wanted to go with like a cast gray color, but I searched and I couldn't find any cast gray paint in my local stores. So I just went with an aluminum paint and just reshot it in aluminum paint. But I think that with the Chevy orange against all the black pieces or whatever, you know, it's not going to make the car run better or shift better, but it's just eye candy. Alright, I'm going to get to work. I'll also show you that, yes, it's raining again. Y'all are going to think that I record all these episodes on the same day and just recorded like one massive episode and cut it into a bunch of smaller ones, but no, it rains pretty much every day. So my longtime viewers will remember way back in the day when we put the floor pan in that I had to put some patches in the toe board there. So I'm finally getting around to putting some schmaltz on them. They don't have to be perfect, obviously, because they're going to be under carpet. And we got this other J channel out that fit in there. This one's not quite as rotten as the other one, but if I can get one, I'm sure I can get two. So yeah, we're picking them up and putting them down. There, so as you saw in time lapse, I mixed up my concoction of fiberglass with some regular body filler mixed in with it for the first coat. Then rough sanded that with 40 grit, and then hit it with just regular filler without the fiberglass to smooth out all the pits and everything. And rough sanded that out with 80 grit. Don't really need to go any further than that. I probably already went too far. But next thing we're going to do is caulk that seam all the way across, you know, and caulk in the edges there. And that'll get bed linered and be under a carpet, so it's sealed up. It won't be super ugly, and if somebody pulls up the carpet someday, they'll say, huh, that guy gave a crap. I'll bring you back. There, we got our seam all caulked up. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to seal stuff out. So while I'm showing things in here, I figured I'd show, you know, we put up the sound deadener. People were wondering what was I going to do on the surrounds. Let me shine a light on it. But basically anything that's exposed that's not covered by the deadener, like this, you know, brace along here and all the side stuff, that's all going to get treated and painted, even though it's going to be under the headliner or whatever. The sound deadener, kind of like Chevy, applied it over the bare metal. I mean, after 70 years, it was still bare metal. So I figured this stuff, as long as it's stuck there, moisture can't get between it, it should be okay. And then just all the surrounds and stuff will all get painted. And even though you can't see it, I'll just probably brush it on or whatever, just give it a nice thick coat of paint. Doesn't really matter what color it is either, because it's all going to be covered. It could be white, it could be black, it could be blue. Doesn't matter, because in the end, when the headliner's installed and all the trim pieces and all that stuff, you won't ever see this stuff. We'll just put it on there so we have protection. we got her all linered. That should do us pretty well once we put a carpet on there. As you all know, if you're a faithful follower of my channel, I tend to get sidetracked because I wanted to work on the jams, and I started to work on the jams, and I was like, you know what, that floor thing has been lingering and lingering, and it's got to be done. And so I took the fork in the road and did the floor. But that took a couple hours work between grinding the welds and coating and caulking and coating and all this other stuff, but it's done. So basically, with that being done, the floor will just have to be cleaned up, and I'm just going to liner the whole floor. That'll almost be like putting sound deadener on it, without actually putting sound deadener on it, because it will act as an insulator. And between that and the carpet and everything else, it should be fine. So that's what I got for you today. Look at that, I got DD Speed Shop hair. Anyway, that's what I got for you tonight. I really appreciate all the support and everything, and I can't thank you enough for all the prayers from my sister-in-law. She's doing a lot better. I would say she's out of the woods, but she's not back to her old self, but with time that should come. But yeah, I really appreciate all the kindness. And here again, like the comments and the likes are what get the video seen. I know sometimes it can be repetitive to comment and say great video, or good job, or this, that, or the other, but it does get the channel out there when you comment, and even if you just give me a thumb or something like that. But here again, if you have questions or suggestions, I'm going to read them, and I'm going to answer you over 45,000 times and counting. So keep the comments coming, and I'll try to answer them in a timely fashion. Till then, take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. P.S. There's White Toes. I know people miss him sometimes because he doesn't visit me in the garage as much since it warmed up outside, but he's still wandering around. He does come in from time to visit me. Say hi, White Toes. Good boy. Well, you can see the little babies you saw in an earlier episode are growing up. They're sharing food with their older partners. Yes. That's Cookie, if you've never met Cookie.
Just move on. That's what my friends all say to me. Say to me, don't